Green Turtle Conservation Society! And today we'll be informing you about the issues surrounding the
green turtle species
and the conservation strategies we are going to put in place to conserve them.
The first thing we will talk about is how we are going to maintain, restore and even create green turtle habitats.
Ooh, interesting!
How to create a green turtle habitat.
You need to have tropical water from their natural environment to put in their enclosure. The enclosure has to be very deep. They need to have a beach area for their nesting. This also needs to be deep. This is so that predators cannot steal the green turtle eggs. They have to be in a warm environment due to their subtropical nature. This means that the water from the natural environment has to be kept warm. In their enclosure, there has to be sea grasses and algae for them to graze on. When they have grazed on these, they then excrete nutrients back into
To maintain the water for the green turtle natural habitat, the WWF protect the marine areas. They ensure that the turtles have places to nest, feed and migrate safely. They monitor and patrol turtle nests and help conservationists. They put satellite trackers on the turtles to see where they nest, swim and migrate. They track when they come into contact with fishing boats. To help maintain the water, we have put signs up around the beach areas that the turtles go on. We have put a £1,000 fine if they do not go by these rules.
To help maintain the green turtle's environments, people like us, conservationists, can help by removing the litter found which is in their environment. You do this by fishing it out, and slowly you can see that the turtle can swim around more freely without hitting into so many things. Restoring the green turtle habitat. As you can see, we have already put one coral reef in it. This is for the turtle to graze on. Now we have Sarah, our conservationist, showing you how to put them in.
What we do is we find where they usually graze and then we place them back into the water and then we let them naturally grow to put more algae on them for the turtles to eat it.
And as you can see, the turtle is going over to them. He is now grazing on the brand new coral reefs we have just inserted into its habitat. We can reduce the vulnerability of the isolated green turtle habitats by protecting their eggs as they are vulnerable to other species. We can do this by putting a net around where the green turtles are most likely to nest, and we would put these nets up around the main areas as the green turtles can travel in great distances. To make the habitat more robust, we can have conservationists to watch the green turtles over a period of time to make sure they can still nest and migrate safely. In New South Wales, all marine turtles are protected under the National Parks and Wildlife Act 1974. Green turtles are listed as vulnerable under the Threatened Species Conservation Act 1995. Regular reports of green turtles in Jervis Bay and some other more southerly areas suggest that some conservationists may make regular visits to these southern locations. Turtle strandings have also been reported in the States, where we now have people keeping close eye on them. The New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife Service has developed the Marine Fauna Management Database that allows a collection of information on dead, sick or injured turtles found along the New South Wales coast. The New South Wales have also established a tagging programme in the New South Wales which enables the collection of information on marine turtles that have been rehabilitated and released following if they are stranded.
To create a red squirrel habitat, you would need to have mixed conifer trees and woodlands. However, red squirrels do prefer to be around pine trees, due to their favourite food being pine nuts and pine cones. They have to be kept away from any grey squirrels, so volunteer squirrel watches will have to be done every week to help the red squirrels thrive. Maintain red squirrel habitats. If a set of trees have become unsafe or damaged, we could help plant more trees in the habitat. Also, if there isn't a lot of trees available, we can place numerous nest boxes around to help the squirrels make drays and form bonds between each other.
To restore the red squirrel habitats, we would first keep planting the trees that the red squirrels survive on better, and also plant the trees and plants that they eat. If they are isolated, we should build corridors. The trees that the red squirrel prefers are the hazel tree, the wild cherry, sweet chestnut, walnut, pine trees and conifer pine trees. To make the habitats of the red squirrels more robust, we should start to do regular population counts and get the local involved by using garden watches. We could also do counts on where the grey squirrels have been seen, and if they are approaching the red, we will have to intervene to make sure we protect the populations by keeping an eye on the amount of grey squirrels that we see. To reduce the vulnerability of isolated habitats, we can use corridors joining the red squirrel branches together. We can do this by planting the trees to create some links in branches.
The Red Squirrel Action Plan. There is legal protection of red squirrels under the Wildlife and Countryside Act 1981. Under this, it is illegal to intentionally kill, injure or take, or damage, destroy or obstruct any shelter or protection of any animal. Forestry operations are not prevented by this legislation, but are expected to cause minimal disturbance. The main objectives of our action plan are to maintain viable, self-sustaining populations of red squirrels in areas of no or little grey squirrel. Maintain or expand red squirrel populations which are threatened from isolation, and reintroduce red squirrels to selected areas to manage and support their populations.